Okay, scholars, so we're going to go ahead and review the last 2 days' lessons. So on that first day, we had to partition a rectangle. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but you should. This shape here is called a what? A square, right? I know you know that part, but did you know that a square is a rectangle? So every square is a rectangle, but every rectangle is not a square because in order to be a square, it has to have four equal sides. Let's count them real quick. One, two, three, four. Okay, so just a little tidbit from me. All right, so we are going to partition this square into two halves, two equal halves. So I'm going to take my trusty pencil and I'm going to start here at this corner vertex and draw a diagonal line over to the other corner. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's do that again. A little too sloppy for me. All right, so starting again, I'm going to start at this vertex and draw a diagonal line down to this vertex in this corner. So now I have two halves. One, two halves. Now, I want to point out something to you. Usually, in the practice problems that you've had, in most of them, when you partition a shape into halves, thirds, or fourths, that partition shape or that part was the same shape as the whole. But I want you to look closely at this square that I just partitioned. What shape is each part? Think about it, check it out. Use your scholarly eye. What shape is each part of this square? Well, if I just look at the first part, and I'm just gonna, actually, I'm gonna do that in a different color. So let me erase this line, and then I'm gonna switch colors real quick. So I'll switch to a red crayon, and I'm going to shade in this half of the square. Boom, bam, a little messy, but I think you get it. Okay, so if I'm looking at the part that I shaded in, or even the part that I didn't shade in, what shape do you notice? I hope you said that that is a, mm, I hope you said that you noticed that is a triangle, right? The shape, once we partition this whole into two equal parts, both of those parts are in the shape of triangles. So that's something to remember. Excuse me. That's something to remember. When you partition a shape, you could get a different shape for the parts. The whole shape is a square here, but the parts are triangles. So that may happen sometimes. It is totally fine. All right, now let's check out another problem. Here I have a circle. So we also partition circles this week. Now, there are some things you need to remember when partitioning a circle. One of the biggest things is, oh wait, and we're going to partition this circle into thirds. So when you partition a circle into thirds, you must remember to start in the middle. You must remember to start in the middle. So I'm going to switch back to my crayon, and I am tired of using black. Miss Knight loves colors, so I'm going to switch to green. And just like that little thing that's in the middle of a pizza when it's in the box, I'm going to put a dot in the middle of this circle. Bam, green dot. And do you remember what letter it looks like when we partition a circle into thirds? It kind of looks like a letter Y. So I'll start here in the middle again, and I'm going to draw a diagonal line going to about this part of my circle. Then I'll go back to the middle again, and I'll draw another line going diagonal this way. Bam. So it kind of looks like a slice of pizza, right? Then I'll go to the middle again, and this time to kind of make the bottom part of my Y, I'm going to start in the middle and go down to the center of this circle. Now, that drawing's a little off, but for the most part, these parts are equal, and I have 1, 2, 3 equal parts. Do you know the fraction name for each of these parts? I hope you said 1/3. And right now, Miss Knight is going to eat 1/3 of this pizza. So I'll just shade in this slice right here. Yum, yum, delicious. All right, so I just review with you how to partition a square, and you may get different shapes sometimes, and then also how to partition a circle into thirds. So now, scholars, if you need to, look at this video again, and then we are going to go down into the lesson. I'll see you in a second.